politician. I want to feel inspired, I want to feel motivated, I want to feel part of a mission that is on its way to save our country, and for too long the Conservative Party just hasn't been that. So, it's been a growing realisation. It's just become apparent how toxic the Conservative Party is, how it's not for me. It's not for me, and I'm very happy to be leaving the Conservative Party behind.
How are you? You're right.
He was right on Brexit. He's been right on immigration. Far before many people were talking about these problems, he was brave enough to raise his head above the parapet and voice the anger and the frustrations that millions of Britons have been feeling.
Somebody who's reached high office in the cabinet, reaching up to the rank of Home Secretary, but was there during those years and saw the betrayal, and now has the courage of her convictions to come and stand with me on a reform platform and speak to you today. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome to the stage former Home Secretary Suella Braverman.
I want to say thank you. I feel like I've come home.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Suella Braverman, MP.
Good evening, Hampshire. Hello. Come on, we can do better than that. Good evening, Hampshire. That's more like it. Wow, what a great event this evening. It is a real honour and delight to join you. And of course, as David said, I'm the Member of Parliament, the Reform Member of Parliament for Fareham and Waterlooville. There we go, we've got some people from Fareham, Waterlooville today. Thank you for coming. We had a great day today. It was an honour to welcome Nigel and the Reform team to Southwark in my constituency down south, and we visited the historic village and the Golden Lion pub, that famous pub where Eisenhower and Monty planned the D-Day operations. That's what's so wonderful about our county, the role that Hampshire played in those moments of peril and showed great bravery. I'm so proud of everyone in Hampshire and our rich, rich history. And yesterday, we were in the Isle of Wight. I've got to say, I don't come up north very often. It's a little bit cold up here, but I'll try my best. I'll try my best. I want to start, first of all, by saying a big thank you. I want to thank all of those of you who are Reform members and supporters. Thank you for loving our great country. Thank you for taking a stand. Thank you for campaigning. Thank you for fighting for a better future for our children in Hampshire and in our country. We need you to keep going, because I know that we can fix Britain. And to those of you who are not members of Reform, those of you who have given up your Tuesday evening to come along and find out more, to check us out, I want to thank you too, because you too love this great country. You too are unsure about what's happening, and you too are looking for answers. And for me, it is an honour to be a Member of Parliament in Hampshire. I've been a Conservative for many, many years, and I've been now in Reform for 6 weeks. I'm a new member. It took me some time to come to that decision, but I've got to tell you, now I'm part of the team, it's the best decision I've ever made. After marrying my husband, it's the best decision I've ever made. I've got to say that. He's here tonight. And I wish I'd done it sooner, because for me, I joined the Conservative Party in the early 90s because of my mum. My mum joined the Conservative Party then. She was a councillor for 16 years in London. And why did she join the Conservative Party in the late 80s? Because of one lady, Mrs. Thatcher. What a woman. What a woman. For my mum, Mrs. Thatcher was an icon. Mrs. Thatcher took on Arthur Scargill and the militant unions and won. She saved the Falklands. She empowered a whole generation through home ownership, and she brought prosperity to our country through personal responsibility and a culture of enterprise. She was a true patriot. And looking back, I don't think this country has had a leader who has come anywhere close to the patriotism, to the courage, to the resilience and the determination that we saw in Mrs. Thatcher. We're so lucky to have had her serve our country. And the Conservative Party, in recent years, has gone wrong. It's lost sight, lost touch with its true, authentic, patriotic British values. And I saw that up close in recent years. It made me politically homeless. Even as Home Secretary, I was unable to change the Conservative Party. It broke too many promises. It breached too much trust. As I said, even sat round that cabinet table with a Conservative Prime Minister and Conservative colleagues, I was unable to get the party to stay true to the British people. Conservative Party promised to cut immigration, but what did we see? We saw record levels of immigration, a broken promise. The Conservative Party promised to do whatever it takes to stop the boats, but what did we see? A party that utterly refused to do what was necessary and leave the ECHR to stop the invasion on our south coast. The Conservative Party promised to cut taxes, and yet it was on the Conservative Party watch that we saw taxes rise to a 70-year high. The Conservative Party promised to tackle Islamism, and yet, even as their Home Secretary, I was blocked from bringing extremism and two-tier policing to an end. They wouldn't let me do it. And so, for the first time in many years, I finally feel like I have a political home. On too many issues, the Conservative Party failed. And here in Hampshire, what do we have? Well, we've got the Liberals and Labour and the Greens who would want to take in illegal migrants and house them in hotels and flats and towns and villages around the county. In Waterlooville, just this summer, the Labour-run Havant Council wanted to bring in illegal migrants into the shopping centre. And together with local councillor Gwen Robinson. Where are you, Gwen? Give us a wave, Gwen. Our Waterloo councillor. There we go, there. Wonderful, wonderful lady. We fought the Labour Council, a petition with 10,000 names, and we forced the Home Office and that Labour Council to U-turn. Or the Conservatives running Hampshire County Council into millions of pounds worth of debt, failing to provide the right services, failing to even fix the potholes. So, for the first time in a very long time, I finally have some hope. Because the truth is that Reform UK is the only party that has the backbone, the confidence and the determination to do what is needed to fix Britain. It's Reform UK, which is the only party that will say it's not racist to want to cut immigration, because out of control migration is putting pressure on our services and on our communities. It's only Reform UK that has the guts to take the United Kingdom out of the European Convention on Human Rights and stop the boats. The only party. It's the only party who says If you come to this country, you speak the language, you sign up to our values, you pay your tax, and you respect this country, or you're out. All the other parties are scared. They're cowards. They won't speak the truth. It's only Reform UK that will support businesses, that will support farmers, that will support pubs, because we're on your side. So, listen, the local elections, and indeed the next general election, will be, I think, the most consequential general election in our lifetimes. There's a lot at stake for this country and indeed for this county. We can either admit that there are serious problems and begin the renewal, begin the fight back, and start to reclaim our pride, our confidence, and our prosperity, or we can continue this steady decline, this deterioration into humiliation and poverty. The choice is abundantly clear. And I'm proud to support reform because we've got the only leader who's shown an ounce of courage compared to the others on offer. It's Nigel Farage, who had the backbone. It's Nigel Farage who had the backbone to say that the EU was destroying our democracy. And when he did that, the mainstream parties tried to shut him down, but the British people supported him because he was telling the truth. It's Nigel Farage who had the guts to say that the country was at breaking point because of out-of-control immigration. And the establishment tried to smear him and vilify him, but the British people backed him. And it's Nigel Farage today who's the only political leader with the courage to say, yes, Britain is broken, but it can be so much better. There's no one else I trust to lead this country to a better future. And so, listen, Reform UK is a great party. We're not going to apologize for our history. We're optimistic about our future, and we are proud. We're proud of our country, and we're not afraid to say so. And I've been crying out for a party that's not afraid to say that it's proud of our country for years. So, ladies and gentlemen, friends, patriots, let's get to work, let's vote reform, and let's fix Britain. Thank you.